Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, the 26th of November, and I want to take you guys through our SPY ATM play today, take a look at the SRX levels, and give you a sneak peek at some extra filtering that I'm playing with for the SRX system. So uh, let me start with the SPY ATM play. So the SPY ATM play came out at 10:30, so on this candle here. And now SPY ATM is an algorithm. It's a very successful algorithm. It nails the target almost 80% of the time. So um, it's a great system with a very high expectancy, but it doesn't always win. Obviously, no trade is going to win 100% of the time. But it called out right here. We were kind of in the middle of this choppy area, but it saw enough of a bearish leaning that it signaled a put here. And I did get in on that put, but I quickly got out at the end of this 10:30 candle. So this is a 5-minute chart. So at 10:35, I exited right here. I was down about 20%. SPY ATM has us hold to 40%, but I got out early. This is the second time I've done this. I did the same thing last week. We were down about 20%, and SRX signaled the opposite direction. So I tapped out right here, and it saved me from losing too much money on SPY ATM. Now, there is no reason to panic when SPY ATM loses. Again, it has a positive expectancy, and if you show up every day and you keep playing SPY ATM, it's going to work perfectly fine. It's a mechanical trade. It's meant to be traded with the exact stop loss and take profit that we give in the Discord. But I think there's room for improvement with using SRX. So if you're in SPY ATM, I definitely recommend getting a hold of SRX if you can be around for 10 to 20 minutes to manage your trade. Most of the SPY ATM plays are done within 10 to 20 minutes. So you just need 10 to 20 minutes to manage. Today, you would have just needed to be around for 5 minutes, and you would have seen that, okay, SRX is looking bullish. So I'm going to tap out here. Now, this could have been wrong, and this could have reversed. In fact, chances were high that it was going to reverse based on past data. But, these are two completely different systems, SPY ATM and SRX. So they are going to have competing signals sometimes. It's the same thing for our credit spread service versus the levels and versus SPY ATM. Sometimes the signals are competing, and in fact, all signals can win even if they are competing. We've had days like that where everything just worked out. So, but yeah, today was a good day to have SRX here. It saved me from a bigger loss with SPY ATM. So something to think about if you're in SPY ATM. Not necessary, but it could help in the future, and we will be looking at implementing some changes with SPY ATM uh, if we can find some sort of extra edge using SRX. So the top SRX plays were definitely right here. Now we did get some wins inside of this too. This was hard to trade. You definitely had to be quick and you had to scalp, and that's what we talked about this morning. Um, I think there were several plays in here. I know Aiden is always in here scalping. You can see 98 to 105, 120 to 129. Not everybody is posting screenshots of their wins. Uh, I think, yeah, here's another little one here. Well, actually, it's not little. 126 to 143. That's a good one. Bad Trader got 201 to 266. Here's Aiden again with 104 to 120. So lots of little plays in here. And some of the bigger plays today. This was a small scalp I took as well, 8%. But then we get into our bigger plays, which come in right here. I got out early. I took this off at 30%. I didn't like that it's the day before Thanksgiving and I thought volume was going to be low and I didn't see enough momentum, so I just decided to take my 30%. Other people like Lance stayed in. He got 93 to 110 and then to 170. So that was 18% on two of his contracts and 83% on his runner, which is phenomenal. Then he did another scalp here, 59 to 70, and he did another scalp here, 74 to 85. So the system is alive and well. It's doing great for its first day. And now I want to take you over, shift gears a little bit, and show you an extra filter that I am testing right now. So I think you're going to like the look of this. So, all right, this is called a bias filter. And if I turn this on, and let me remove the signals altogether, you can see that the only signals left are the ones that actually worked today. And this is what gave me the confidence to jump into this trade. When I was in the scalps down here, you noticed I took them off at 8% because I wasn't super confident. But once we start getting into this, I get really confident. I think I mentioned that in the chat that if we get a break above S1 and R1, I am interested. And that's what happened here. Now we had a little bit of a fake out here. We went down a little bit, but we did not close below the 8 EMA or below the levels. So I added on. I got in here, and then this green arrow came in. I added on. This green arrow came in. I added on. I did not add on again here, but I added on these two times here, and I ran it up a little bit and grabbed my 30%. So very easy day. Now what the bias filter is trying to do, so first of all, it's trying to avoid early morning chop. If we have chop early in the morning, it's going to do its best to avoid that, which is what we saw all throughout here. And then later in the day, once a trend is truly established, it is going to not alert counter trend moves. So it was clear we were bullish at this point, so it doesn't alert any of the bearish plays. So I can turn, let's see, I can go back to the filter here. All right, see right now I have non-ideal buy and sell. So I'll bring this back. These non-ideal signals will appear as circles right now, and I just have them in yellow, so there's no confusion of what they are. Now you could still get in on these, and you could still make money with some of these plays. This one you would have needed to scalp quickly, but there are definitely ways to still make money. And I think once you're in this choppy region, you probably, if you want to trade this, you probably need to go down to the 1 minute or the 3 minute chart. That's where you're going to find the best luck. I think we were looking at the 10-minute chart earlier too, and the 10-minute looked really good as well. So it caught these two right here, which were the plays that Lance and I were in earlier. So yeah, these were fantastic. I mean, you can see, let me jump back to the 5 minute. So you can see once we took off from S1 and R1, we went right up to R2. We came back down, we tested R2, then we went up here to R3, and then it was just a short push to R2. And let's see where this candle went. The high was 861.69. Look where this zone was, 861.67. So it went 2 pennies above that. And that is the key with this system, guys. That is what makes this different than all the indicators that you're going to find on TradingView. Even the free stuff, the paid stuff, they are slapping together. Most of them are just slapping together support and resistance lines based on silly logic. This is not doing that. These these levels are statistically, they are very favorable levels. And you can see how perfectly we just play off of this stuff. I mean, you don't even have to look for arrows if you just want to play this as regular support and resistance. There is a good move right here. There's a good indication that we're going back up. Tapping out at R4 is a good indication that we're going down. Look, another good indication that we're going back up. Another good indication that we're going back down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So tons of plays in here. You don't have to just trade off the signals. In fact, you can turn the signals off completely if you don't want to see those. This thing is getting there's a lot of customization at this point. We've added a lot to this in the last 2 weeks. So yeah, you could play this without that. And I haven't looked at this, but this is something I was playing with originally, is looking at the Heikinashi. Uh, so yeah, even this is really interesting. You get that nice push up with this would be a green candle. It's blue on mine. You wait for the pullback. There it is on the red. We switch to blue, and on we go. And then you can see the colors are just sort of changing right between these levels and hitting these levels perfectly. So yeah, I dare you guys to go on TradingView. You find an indicator, a support and resistance indicator that's doing this. I don't think it's out there. This is not something that is rehashed code. This is proprietary. I came up with it on my own, and these levels are really solid. So if you're not in on this, please jump in. Link will be in the description of the video. We are live now. Today was day 1 for SRX. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so here in the US, so the market will be closed. The market is open on Friday, I believe. It might be a half day. I'd have to go back and look. I can't remember, but I'd be careful trading on Black Friday. But we will be around for at least part of the day on Black Friday. So, yeah, hope you guys come over. And just to show you, uh, so you know I'm not making this up, here are the levels, 9:50 a.m. So here's what we had this morning at 9:50 a.m. You can screenshot that and go back and take a look, and you can see this isn't repainting, nothing like that. These levels came in right here at 9:50, right at this candle, and we played off these things all day long. So, all right, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're in the U.S., if you're outside the U.S., hopefully you enjoy a day outside of the stock market tomorrow. Get to spend time with family, friends, whoever you love and are close with. So thank you guys for everyone that's signed up and participating in the chat. I appreciate all of you. And if you need anything, you can always reach me on Discord. All right, guys, have a good one.